Boker Tov, good morning. So happy to be here and to see all of you this morning, attending the 6th annual conference on business with China. I would like to welcome His Excellency Mr. Paul Chan, Financial Secretary of the Government of the Hong Kong Special Administrative Region. Very welcome to Israel, you and your business delegation. I would like to also mention some of my colleagues that are here, and they are the ones who really do business and making sure that you will have a supportive environment for business every day, around the clock. Let me mention Amir Lati, till very recently our Consul General in Chengdu, Mr. Nadav Cohen, our Consul General in Guangzhou, and Mrs. Esti Peretz-Brook, our economic attaché in the Consulate General in Hong Kong. The Prime Minister just mentioned in his greetings the very significant development of the economic relations between Israel and China during the last 5 years. And indeed, a lot has been accomplished. He mentioned the number of tourists, the increase of trade till a volume of $10 billion per year, which is very impressive. The growth of number of airlines and flights opportunities between the two countries. These are just to mention a few. For us in the Ministry of Foreign Affairs, like other agencies, governmental agencies, there is a directive, a very clear directive of the government based on the resolutions that were taken, that were adopted in 2013, 2014, following Prime Minister's Netanyahu visit to China in 2013. And a few frameworks that has been established since then enable all of us in the government to work targeted, oriented in order to increase economic relations and to serve the business community. But at the end of the day, you are there, you visit China, you do business with China, and those of you who are not yet, most welcome to do so, and I'm sure that Mr. Secretary will elaborate more about business opportunities with Hong Kong, just as an example of so many things that can be accomplished. I mentioned official visits, and we see growth in ministerial visits from both countries, visiting each other, and by the end of the year we hope to have here to host in Israel the Vice President of China. So this is another example of the commitment of both governments to embrace economic activity and to put all the foundations that are necessary to support that. As we have here these days, we have the honor of having a delegation from Hong Kong chaired by Mr. Secretary Paul Chan. Let me just highlight a few points about our economic relations with Hong Kong. So first, Israel and Hong Kong enjoy strong and stable economic relations, and the high-level visits reflect it. Israel is Hong Kong's second largest business partner in the Middle East. Israel is perceived in Hong Kong as an important partner and source of innovation in the fields of education and technological R&D. And we met yesterday, we had a full day with Mr. Secretary and his business delegation, and the interest to increase cooperation on R&D technologies, biotech, smart cities, artificial intelligence, to name just a few, is huge, and the Secretary will elaborate later on about the vehicles that would make your business in these areas more friendly. Export of goods to Hong Kong totaled $4.2 billion, including diamonds. And in terms of trade in services, there has been a consistent increase in recent years in the volume of exports of business services from Israel to Hong Kong and China. As of June 2017, over 100 Israeli companies are registered in Hong Kong. 2 airlines, El Al and Cathay, fly 6 weekly flights each, which constitute the necessary infrastructure for promoting good trade relations between our countries. The Belt and Road Initiative, which is one of the main topics of this conference today, opened more opportunities for cooperation with China and specifically with Hong Kong. Hong Kong is located on the Silk Road, The Port of Hong Kong is considered one of the largest in the world, and its importance to the entire region and mainland China is crucial. President Xi gave Hong Kong a special role as a super connector because of its unique geographical, cultural, and financial place in the connectivity between China and Asia and between China and the world as part of the maritime Silk Road. Israel can integrate in future projects and be a partner of this important initiative as a leader in innovation and R&D. As I mentioned before, today we have the honor to welcome a very special guest on his first official visit to Israel. I have the honor to introduce His Excellency Paul Chan, Financial Secretary of Hong Kong. Let me just tell you a bit about the Secretary. Mr. Chan is a certificate public accountant. Before joining the government, Mr. Chan held a number of public service positions, including member of the Legislative Council, Chairman of Legal Aid Services Council, board member of the West Kowloon Cultural District Authority, non-official member of the Strategic Development Commission, and council member of the Chinese University of Hong Kong. Mr. Chan served as Secretary for Development of the Hong Kong Special Administrative Region Government from July 2012 to January 2017. He was appointed Financial Secretary on January 16, 2017, and this is his first official visit under this capacity to Israel. You are most welcome, and please join the podium.